Welcome, everybody. We have race day today. It's a hot one in Tennessee. Welcome back to the KimbroNator Nascar inaugural stream. Yesterday, we did the qualifying stream. Had a great turnout for you guys here. So, if you're new here, I need your help. Hit the thumbs up, like this stream. You only have to do it one time, and it's good for the rest of the stream. That's the best way to promote this stream. Push it out to more and more people. And it supports me, guys. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. So pull up the radar and everything in Tennessee. It looks like there's a chance of rain. Current temperature there in Nashville is 88 degrees. Looks like they got like a mild cloudy day. It's still hot and humid. The humidity is at 71%. 71% humidity. It feels like 98 degrees. So it's 40% chance of rain. Just a hot and muggy day there in Tennessee. Doesn't look like any through the time of race. So I think it's going to be a great race. This will be the first one for me to cover here on the stream. I'm super excited, super stoked. I'm ready. I'm ready for it, guys. This is going to be an exciting day. I'm going to try to get some coverage of cameras in the car throughout the day. So I'll try my best to stay up with that, stay in tune. So let's see what's going on, where they're at. I think I got it here. Yeah, we'll even pull in some actual radio footage of the drivers. You know, I'll scan the radios, but we may tune in on some certain drivers and scan their footage as it's coming in. So exciting day today, guys. So hope you're excited for it. See if we got this going here. Looks like on the TV broadcast, I've got it going. I'll pull in some PRN radio broadcast too. So you guys ready for some NASCAR today? If you are, let me know in chat. Let's get the question going. Who is your favorite driver? Who do you want to win today? Let me get that up in the poll here. All right, we got that question up in the poll, so let me know in chat. Who is your driver? Who are you guys rooting for today? I'd love to hear it. It's going to be a great one today, guys. It's going to be a good race. I'm rooting for, I'll go ahead and state it, I'm rooting for Hamlin. I like Danny Hamlin. I think Denny has got, you know, he's dealing with some shoulder problems and stuff from last season. I think he's corrected with that, so kind of like to see a middle-aged guy do pretty well. So see where the radio's at. They're still on commercials. They don't have anything live yet, but I have a little bit of a new look from what I did on the qualifying stream. I got some areas we're going to try to incorporate the driver cam footage. So curious to see how that looks on the stream today. But yes, sir, we've got it ready to go, guys. We're just waiting on this this to have a green flag. Should be here pretty soon. So hope you're having an amazing weekend. Staying cool, staying hydrated, and if you are having to get out, make sure you get plenty of fluids in you. Jarrett Moore. It's Denny time, number 11. I like it, my friend. Exactly. It is Denny time. Let me move this chat over here so I can see it. It's on this far monitor. I got to get it closer for me to see so I'm not having to break my neck. See you guys and interact with you guys. So, alrighty. Here's a preview of what the look is going to look like here. We've already got 2 likes. So we're shooting for 100 today, guys. I think we can do 100. What do y'all think? Just keeps moving around. I don't know why it does that. There we go. I think we can hit 100 likes on stream today. We can do it. It's been a while. But Daniel, The Man Sportsberry. Be sure to check out Daniel's content as well. He's another YouTuber. He does a lot of sports coverage as well. So, welcome, my friends. Hope y'all are having a amazing Sunday, amazing weekend. Ready to start this week off right. So, nothing better than NASCAR on a Sunday. Man, wouldn't it be amazing to be at the race today? It would be great. And we got a little bit of music. Let's turn on our music so we're waiting on this. Some stream beats here, guys. Let's see where they're at on the radio broadcast. We got a few minutes here. Okay, here they go.
What's going on with Cole Custer and what's happening at Stewart-Haas that you can talk about?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right now, I don't have anything for sure, for next year. But it's something where I love the team I'm working with right now in the Xfinity Series. I mean, great people that have done such an amazing job and winning a championship last year. But at the end
got
of the
my
day,
water
me as a
here,
driver,
guys.
I've always
be sure
wanted
you
that
get you something
challenge of
cold to
going cup
drink.
racing, and that's the pinnacle of our sport is cup racing. So that's the goal. But there's a lot of factors that play into that. So you just got to try and go out there and win races and do your job, and hopefully things work out.
Where you work is kind of unique because you're also partied up to an F1 team. Do you follow?
Hey, Jared, welcome back. That's right, my friend.
A little bit for sure. You try and keep
like,
up with
subscribe,
it.
and share.
Seems like the Haas F1 teams,
Let's
made a
do
step
it
in the right direction this year. So it's always exciting to go and watch those guys. But I will say NASCAR keeps us pretty preoccupied, so you don't have a ton of time to really keep track of everything.
And Mark, we had a different winner today in Formula One.
George Russell and a Mercedes won today after Max Verstappen and Lando Norris decided to go NASCAR racing in a corner in the Austria Grand Prix. And you're right, I keep track of it. And last year, the Haas team struggling down there, the 17s, the 18s kind of thing. And this year, now they're getting points. They're in the top 10. You only get points in F1 racing if you finish top 10. And so they've been getting points, and they're not now the low-rung team in F1 racing. So they have kind of really taken a fairly dramatic step up because it's so hard to improve against those teams.
Sweet tea. I love it. I had some sweet tea earlier. I love some sweet tea.
There's always the ups and downs with, you see it in NASCAR with different manufacturers are strong at different times. And, you just have to keep working at it. And I think that's what they've done and just tried to move it in the right direction and find a group of people that wants to really communicate.
South Carolina. Well, I'm in Texas.
I want to start a rumor. New F1 driver next year, Cole Custer, going to strap himself into one of those bottle rockets and see what happens.
That would be pretty cool.
I'd love to ride in a Formula One car. Wouldn't you guys too?
I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
It was funny this morning. I came down to the lobby at the hotel to get a little breakfast before we headed out, and the lobby was packed with guys from Stewart-Haas and team people from Spire.
Let's see what the radios on the cars are doing. Scanning them. Nothing yet. They're still getting ready.
Trackside here very shortly to kick it all off in the Ally 400.
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. We're just minutes away from them getting started. On the TV footage, it looks like they're still getting ready here. So any minute here, we'll have this race start off, guys. Don't forget, let me know who your favorite driver is in chat. We got the poll going. Well, not a poll, but the question in chat. We can get a poll going here towards the end of the race here. See how it's going. So, I do want to throw this out there. So, we've lost power here where I live at a few times this week already. So, if for some unknown reason I just go blank during the middle of the stream, it's most likely because I lost power. So, I'll throw that out. We lost power twice this week. So, well, Sunday's a new week today. But hopefully we don't lose any power. We lost power last night after the stream yesterday for a few hours. So hopefully my power doesn't drop. Had a lot of tree limbs fall on power lines in our area, unfortunately, lately. So the tree guys, they got to start trimming them power lines back more. Sweet tea, man. That's some. I wish I had some sweet tea. I think we're out at the moment. Got to make some more. They got their little pre-race chat going. Those guys get insane.
This is PRN.
I don't know. It just goes blank for a minute. This is their radio broadcast. I'm going to tie in with this here. I know what you mean, my friend. Texas here too. Man, it's brutal right now. I've got to mow really bad. We've had so much rain, our grass is just growing like crazy. You have to mow every week right now. I'm gonna either put it off till late in the afternoon or early in the morning so I don't die out trying to mow the grass.
We'll see cars working the bottom, and after they've been 30 or 40 laps on this racetrack, all the way to the top of its 50 feet of width. When they get through turns 1 and 2, they'll then take a look down the back straightaway. It's only banked at about 6
And we
degrees,
got my mom in
it's just over a
chat.
third of a mile
There she
long,
is.
and
Hey,
about
hey.
the midpoint of that back straightaway where it's
Maldre.
painted Nashville Superspeedway on the outside wall. Picking up the call will be my broadcast buddy, Pat Patterson.
All right, thank you, Rob. Happy race day, everybody. Welcome to Nashville. We'll pick them up halfway.
Wouldn't you like to
down
be
the
in
back
Nashville,
stretch, as
Mama?
We just talked about. Again, 3 and 4, very similar to the other end of the racetrack, with one big exception. There is what some drivers would call a ski jump, coming off of turn number 4. So you really got to be careful. I'm sure Cole Custer can talk about that a little bit more from a close-up perspective, which he saw yesterday. It's a concrete racetrack, therefore it's very gray. We will see the rubber as it begins to get laid down. We will see cars run high and low on this racetrack. We're looking forward to it this afternoon. We had a good competition yesterday. I think it'll be fun today. We'll be your eyes and ears all day long.
That's
here
true.
At the Nashville Superspeedway,
Yeah, I
exiting
know.
turn number 4 and headed back to the start.
Nothing
And as they
nothing
exit turn
is more
4,
brutal
Mark Arrow
than
and myself
marrying
pick up the call at
mowing
the
a
triangle-shaped
yard
forward sign
that is
in the
dried
infield and
out.
bring
It's
them
so
right
dusty.
back around. It's a big
Even the
elliptical
grass when it
racetrack,
dries
as we
out
often say, if
gets
you look
pretty
at it from
wild.
above, it's the shape of the D, fairly flat along this front stretch. They'll come back, and that's how you do a lap here at Nashville Superspeedway.
Our stages today, number 1 ends at lap 90. Stage 2 at lap 185 makes it 95
I got the
laps in
lap
length. The
stages
final
up above me
stage,
up here.
The third stage, 115 laps that get us to the 300 that make up the Ally 400 here at Nashville Superspeedway. Our pit road speed limit is 45 miles per hour. The pace car driven by Jesse Dollavoot will run 55 miles per
45 seems
hour.
slow compared to how
Our
fast
NASCAR
those
starter
guys
today
are.
is Greg Harrison. That is our view from the turns, brought to you by State Water Heaters. When you need a water heater, make sure you get a State. Visit statewaterheaters.com to find a professional installer near you. Cole Custer, what do you think of the stage lengths that we have today of 90, 95, and 115?
Well, I think when you look at how long they are, it looks like we're going to have to make a green flag pit stop in the middle of them. So seeing how if guys want to go shorter, if they want to go long, and see what their pitch strategy is. But I think it might lend to having some long run speed. And, with how hot and slick this racetrack really is today, you're going to want that long run speed after about 10 laps. So these guys are being slipping and sliding all day. I'm sure it's going to put on a good race.
So it's a pay me now or pay me later kind of deal with your setup.
That's
It is.
right.
I mean, sometimes we see fall off at this racetrack, and sometimes we don't. But with how hot it is going to be fall off day. I feel like you're going to have
Fall
a lot
off
of
day.
not happy race car drivers with their cars today.
So you feel like everybody's going to use up their allotment probably today?
It's going to be close to that. You know, I mean, these guys are going to be slipping and sliding around. A lot of rubber is going to get put down on the racetrack. So they're going to have their hands full, that's for sure.
Before we get going here today, we want to thank our great host here at Nashville Superspeedway, led by their general manager, Matt Grieche. We appreciate all the hospitality they have rolled out for us. It wasn't a thrilling Xfinity race yesterday until it came down to the last lap, and the race leader got bottled up behind some lap traffic mark, and we almost saw a change for the lead about 50 feet shy of the start-finish line.
Yeah, just to play
Paul
it
had a
safe,
good
John
run in
Hunter
Xfinity
Nemechek
race
dove in
yesterday.
the middle of those lap cars
Yeah.
just to make sure he got there ahead of the
You
line
know,
in front of Chandler Smith.
A lot of fun to watch.
That would
the
be
end
fun
of
to go
that.
watch
We
a
certainly
night
hope
race.
you enjoy all 400 miles of the
Probably a little
action
bit
here
better
today
than
as
the
we bring
day.
it to you from Music City, USA.
I bet there's
Actually
different
about 30
aspects
miles
of
down the
running
road
one
from
at night than it is during the
Nashville
day.
Superspeedway hosts the Cup Series action today. Let's go trackside.
Please rise as you're able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the 101st Airborne Division Color Guard at Fort Campbell presents our nation's colors. Here
There
to
they go.
offer today's invocation, please welcome from the 101st Airborne Division at Fort Campbell, Chaplain Captain Paul Shepard.
Good afternoon. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 says, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control." Please join me as I pray. Heavenly Father, your people have always been a people that take risks, that push themselves, that avoid safety for a great purpose and a great reward. Father, we see you even leaving the comfort and beauty of heaven to enter a broken world on a rescue mission to save all mankind. Father, today may that same competitive, risk-taking, victory-chasing spirit of every great American be seen on display here in these crews, cars, and drivers. I pray that you'd watch over them as they push themselves to the limit. Thank you for this opportunity for friends and family to gather, and have a great afternoon. Lastly, Lord, we ask that you be with our servicemen and women as they sacrifice for our freedoms and values in the American way of life. And now, in the words of King Solomon, I leave you with this: whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
All right, there's the color guard.
Perform the national anthem. Please welcome.
I'd love to stream that, but I cannot. They don't like it when you live stream this. So proudly. Amen, brother. That's right. God bless. I do have to mute the national anthem, not for just because I want to, because the last time I've streamed it, they ding me on my channel. And I can't sing, guys, or I would sing it. That our flag was still there. Oh, what's that? I'm live. You could probably sing better than me. All right. Way on that. That's the only way I can get all of that in there. Unless. Okay. Well, let's try. Yeah, I'm live. Huh? Here we go. I'm gonna move it around a little bit.
Annual Women with Drive.
That's that.
Yeah, there's no point of you having that.
Yes, I am. I've got some other stuff I'm putting up here. I'm working. As soon as they make it live, Jared, I'm gonna put some camera feeds on here. Trying to figure out this screen, the best way to set it up here. Let me move this down. Whoa. Remove it, okay. All right, we'll do that. We'll at least keep that one. You gonna put that there? All right. I'll put the cameras there. I've got the cameras as soon as they make it. Trying to fit it better on the screen for you guys to see here. That one. We're getting there, guys. I'm seeing how I can put this up here. I've got an idea where we're going to put it at. There we go. All right, I'm going to feature the car cams. I'm going to do in some of this open area. As soon as it goes live here,
Nashville Superspeedway. Ross Chastain, his average finish here in 3 races, 2.7.
guys, don't forget to hit that like button. We're sitting at 8 likes. I'm going to move this all around, try to make it fit better.
So we'll see if they can replicate that effort here today. Let's go trackside and fire it up at Nashville Superspeedway.
Getting ready to fire it up, guys.
And now, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome 5-time ACM award winner and 2-time CMA
Aerial
award winner,
cam.
Hardy.
They don't have the cams going yet, but I'm on the screen ready for it.
God bless America, the greatest country on this planet. And gentlemen,
Start your engines! Wow.
Let's crank them up.
Huh?
Now, the starting lineup presented by Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Starting 38, Chad Fincham in the Cooper and Hunter Ford. 37th belongs to Daniel Hemrick in the Circle Chevrolet. 36, Zane Smith in the Jockey Outdoors by Luke Bryan Chevrolet. 35th, John Hunter Nemechek in the Massey Motor Freight Toyota. 34th to Eric
All right,
Jones.
let's get her done.
Dollar Toyota.
Chase Elliott.
Third starter is Justin Haley, the Pinnacle Home Improvement Ford.
I'm on.
32nd, Todd
I'll
Gilliland
move
in the
the
Generator
background.
Ford. 31st goes
There
to
we
Daniel
go.
Suarez in the Tootsie Orchid Lounge Chevrolet.
And taking the green flag 30th in the Monster Energy Zero Sugar.
Working on
Ford
this, making it look
Riley
better
Burke,
for you guys. I'm gonna
29th
redo.
in the Mobile One 50th Anniversary Toyota. The Celsius Chevrolet of AJ Allmendinger is 28th. 27th, Kyle Busch in the Zone Thornton Chevrolet. The Shell Pennzoil Ford of Joey Logano is 26th. 25th on the grid, Harrison Burton, the Dex Imaging Ford. 24th, it's Bubba Wallace, the Columbia Sportswear Company Toyota. Then 23rd, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the Artisano Hawaiian Oscar Mayer Chevrolet. The HaasTooling.com Ford for Ryan Preece is 22nd. And 21st, Corey LaJoy, the Garner Trucking Chevrolet.
In row 10, starting 20th, Ross Chastain, the defending race winner
Do
in the
that
Busch Country
there.
Chevrolet. 19th,
All right.
Chase Briscoe, the Rush Truck Center's Cummings Ford.
Let's
18th
add
is
that
Ryan
camera.
Blaney in the
I'm waiting for them to
Menards
put this
Ideal
camera
Garage
live.
Door Ford. 17th belongs to
Boogity,
Martin
boogity,
Truex
boogity.
Jr., the Bass
Let's
Pro
go race
Shops
Del
Toyota.
Walter. That's
16th
right.
starter Noah Gregson in the Bass Pro
Let's
Shops
do
Winchester
that
Ford. 15th
camera.
belongs to Carson Hocevar in
Perfecto.
the Ziegler Auto Group Chevrolet. 14th starter
Box
is
this
Michael
in
McDowell
here.
in the Love's Fleet Guard.
Oh
Ford.
gosh, it clicked
13th,
off.
Chase Elliott in the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. The 12th starter is Alex Bowman in the Ally Chevrolet. Rolling out 11th is Austin Dillon in the Bridgetree Chevrolet.
Now the top 10 for the Ally 400 outside of row number 5 in the Discount Tire Ford. It's Austin Cindric. Starting 9th,
There
Chris
we
Buescher,
go.
the BuildSubmarines.com
Got the
Ford.
camera.
It's the Interstate
Let's
Batteries
see.
Toyota.
All right.
Ty Gibbs 8th.
Does that look a little bit
William
better
Byron,
for the view,
Valvoline
guys? Let me
Chevrolet.
know
The
in
Monster
chat.
Energy Toyota of
My wife's
Tyler
here.
Reddick
She's
is
helping on
6th.
me.
The
She's
5th
better at
on the
this than
grid,
I
Brad
am.
Keselowski in the Consumer Cellular Ford. Then it's the Hendrick
I've got the
Cars.com Chevrolet.
black
Kyle
area
Larson going
on the
off-road.
right above me
Third,
is actually
Christopher Bell,
aerial
DeWalt
footage.
Concrete
They haven't
Solutions
turned it
Toyota.
live
Now
yet
the
on the
front row
stream,
on the
so
outside in the Overstock.com Ford, it's Josh Berry.
I've
And
moved
on
it to the
pole,
top
Denny
15
Hamlin with his
drivers
42nd career pole
for the
position,
live.
his second in 2024, and his second here at Nashville in the FedEx Toyota. His speed 160.354 miles per hour.
That's the starting lineup here at Nashville Superspeedway for the Ally 400.
The starting lineup brought to you by Hunt Brothers Pizza. At Hunt Brothers Pizza, we love racing and we love pizza. Visit huntbrotherspizza.com or download the app to find your next pizza.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Get in the zone,
What are you
auto
working on
zone.
today? Dead battery on America's birthday?
You don't have to listen to that guy. You don't want to be on camera? No? You want to come on over here? You look better than I do. Does that look better there, baby? Lidler. Alrighty. Here we go. They're rolling.
Preliminary pace laps. This is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Hi, it's PRN's Brad Gilley. Did you know you could take PRN with you anywhere?
Like, subscribe, and share. That's right, Jarrett. Venom, welcome, Venom. I could be cool with Noah. Gregson went into. You like him more than Gibbs? Okay. The aerial footage. Whenever they turn it on, they haven't turned it on yet. I am. I'm going to switch it through there. I can.
NASCAR has added an extra pace lap to start the race. That's nice of them. It gives more time for our O'Reilly Auto Parts pit reporters to do their pit road picks. Let's go first to Brett McMillan.
I'm going to go with a guy who is red hot coming off that win in New Hampshire. I think Christopher Bell makes it 2 in a row.
Now over to Wendy Venturini.
Well, I do like that pick,
Did I
and
pull
he's
this
on a roll. But
off?
a guy that knows how to win here at Nashville and knows how to win pretty much
There
anywhere.
we go.
That's Kyle Larson. He starts 4th, and he's going to get that guitar today.
All right, Brad Gilla, who takes home the Gibson.
Well, I had him picked last week, and he came up 2 spots short, but wouldn't it be really sweet to get your first win in your hometown? Josh Berry in victory lane today.
That would be sweet. He starts in the 2nd spot today. By the way, Stage 1 is brought to you by eBay Motors. Bring home the cup with eBay Guaranteed Fit, brakes, headlights, and all the parts to fit your vehicle the first time, every time. eBay Motors, ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only.
All right, Cole Custer, you're on the spot. How about a winner today?
And I'm going to go with the pole sitter. I know it's an easy pick, but I feel like Denny Hamlin. You know, they've so consistent throughout this whole year, and I think he's going to bring home the win today.
Great minds think alike. I'm thinking Denny Hamlin, but I'm trying to be a little more stat-based. He won at Bristol.
I guess they haven't turned cameras on live yet. I'm still trying to get a camera footage up. I've got one above me.
Speedway? A concrete track.
I like it.
He's been pretty good here in 3 races. He's come away with
Maybe
2
when they
top
started
10s.
is when
We'll
they
see if
turned
we
it
can
on.
Better that today. Time to one more time whip it around with our turn announcers. First up to Rob Albright.
Well, as you know, Doug, we typically don't think about intermediate distance racetracks like this 1.3 miles here at Nashville Superspeedway as a place where you'd be shifting. But the way these gear ratios are on these top series, the Cup cars, they will be shifting. I could hear it audibly yesterday during practice. Somewhere between the start-finish line and the entrance to turn number 1, you can audibly hear that car go from 5th to 4th gear. That simply means when they exit off turn 2, it's going to go back up to 5th gear. So it's going to keep these guys busy in turns 1 and 2. And I'm going to guess that Pat Patterson is going to say the same thing about 3 and 4. The bottom groove of the racetrack, there's nothing on it. It's just the raw light gray concrete. Up 1 lane, that's where the traction compound is, the resin. Above that, we see the rubber that was laid down in about 2 lanes from yesterday's Xfinity Series race. And how, depending on how brave you feel or how out of shape you are, you may find yourself all the way to the top of this 50 feet of width. I'm not sure I'd want to be up there, but you can be. I'm going to see 3-4 wide racing at some point here this afternoon. They'll charge off of turn number 2, and it's 14 degrees of banking to 6 degrees on the back straightaway.
14 degrees of
Picking
bank,
up the call,
guys.
Pat Patterson.
Thank you, Rob.
you
These
walk
are
up
big,
that?
sweeping corners. Keeping your momentum,
tough, wouldn't it?
especially getting into 3, how you get to the apex of this corner, how you deal with the bump that is running all the way from the wall, all the way to the apron of the racetrack. You can't miss it. You're going to hit it. You just want to make sure you hit it at the right time. But one thing I want to point out, every place we race has a personality when it comes to getting on pit road. Cole Custer will be able to talk a little bit about this in a minute. But this place is a little more tricky than others. You don't have a lot of room, and you don't want to make a mistake. And everybody knows you lose time when you don't hit it just right. Again, we're going to keep our eyes on not only what goes on throughout 3 and 4, but how you get on this pit road and get your work done today.
Looks like their
Nashville.
car is
As a
showing
reminder, pit
109
road speed
degrees
45
in
miles per hour. So when you're hauling the mail, Cole Custer, and you got to get it woed down to 45 in time when you get on pit lane, it is a bit tricky.
Well, the biggest thing that's really tough about this pit road entry is that there's a tunnel that runs straight through the track in 3 and 4, and there's bumps right over that tunnel.
Pace car's still out
going
in
to pit
front
road,
right
you're
now,
getting
too,
on the brakes
guys.
right around those bumps, and it can really upset the race car going in there. So it means so much to have a good pit road entry, and it's going to mean a lot today with the green flag pit stops.
They'll be turning him loose in about a half lap here. We were scheduled to have country music superstar Luke Combs drive the Ford Mustang pace car here. He gets to the track and he finds out, oh, wait, it's a manual shift. I don't know how to drive a stick, so he is the passenger today in the pace car.
I guess he needed to grow up in our era.
Okay.
We know how to drive a stick.
I'm a little disappointed that Luke Combs does not know how to drive a stick, to be honest.
Move it up a little bit. and
Drop
put
the hammer,
car
H
footage.
pattern. Let's go.
All right, Pat Patterson, the lights are off. We're about ready to get to business here.
He doesn't need to drive a stick. He plays one, and he does a pretty good job of that. Here's the way the top 10 are going to start. Austin Cindric and Chris Buescher in row number 5. Row 4 to be Ty Gibbs and William Byron. Row number 3, Tyler Reddick and Brad Keselowski. Row 2, Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell.
Any second
Josh
here,
Berry
everybody.
and Denny Hamlin make up the front row as they come right onto the pit road. Now the pace car will make a hard left-hand corner. It's time to tune them up and get ready to race in the Music City.
Getting ready.
Big crowd today at Nashville Superspeedway. They rise, they're on their feet, waving their hats, waving their towels, and the green flag is out at Nashville Superspeedway. The pole sitter, Denny Hamlin, will lead this growling field to turn number 1.
Josh Berry holding pace on the outside. He'll try to get a run. Hamlin slides up the track. On the binders is Berry. That opens the inside lane. Christopher Bell will appropriate the second position.
All right, Hamlin's got the top spot. Bell falls in behind. Berry now will look to the bottom of the racetrack. Kyle Larson also on the move here to the outside. It's Denny Hamlin that's going to pull the train off of turn number 4.
C. Bell took a peek to the outside, couldn't get around Denny Hamlin. Pole sitter Hamlin leads the first lap, and right behind him it's going to be Christopher Bell. Kyle Larson making a move on the high side.
Back in the pack, and off turn 4, they were already 3-4 wide. In front, it is Hamlin with about a 4-car length
trying to get
advantage
the
over
cameras
Bell.
going, guys.
3 more
They
back
haven't
to the third place car,
pushed
Larson,
it
and now
yet.
Keselowski rides fourth.
Keselowski's got the 4th spot. Berry right behind him. Larson up there in 3rd. It's separation 1st to 2nd, about 5 to 6 car lengths all 4.
Tyler Reddick trying to drive around William Byron, but Josh Berry slid up the racetrack, made a big block to hold on to that 5th position. Meanwhile, leader Hamlin back in 1.
Pretty aggressive move by Josh Berry trying to hang on to that 5th place position. Reddick will go to the outside of Byron. He'll clear him off turn number 2. Now he'll go to work on Berry as it's 3 wide down the backstretch.
Now William Byron's going to take advantage there. Josh Berry continues to drop. He has got some issues he's got to get straightened out now. Bottom of the racetrack, Berry's still stuck outside for that 6th or 7th spot.
Now Josh Berry got pushed up the racetrack a little bit. Hamlin will lead them back to the line. Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick make up the top 5.
Single file thus far. Everybody choosing a lane just about a half car width off the bottom of the racetrack. 5 car lengths the advantage that Hamlin enjoys over teammate Bell. 7 more back to 3rd place Larson.
Boy, go back there where Noah Gragson is racing right now, and it is a hornet's nest. He is in it with Ross Chastain. Martin Truex Jr. is in that. Michael McDowell's in the middle of that one. That is a whole snaggle of cars trying to sort it out.
Martin Truex Jr. is running in the 17th position, and man, he is on the fly. He's got the outside groove working really well right now. He's door-to-door with Chastain in turn 1.
Chastain charges into 1 a little bit deeper than does Truex. He'll pick up the spot. Truex extremely high. That opens the inside lane for a couple of cars. That's Michael McDowell on the middle groove of the racetrack.
Truex now battling back. They get him 3 wide momentarily going into turn number 3. Truex still working the outside line. Again, a good race right in front of them, too. We also have another 2-car trying to move up.
Justin Haley had to serve a drive-through penalty to start the race, so he is almost in danger of going a lap down. Truex now working to the outside of Noah Gragson.
That's the best battle for position on the racetrack, and it's a full straightaway back of race leader Denny Hamlin, who is in turn 3 as this fight continues for the 15th position down the backstretch.
Truex and Gragson working each other hard right now into turn number 3. Truex right behind him, Michael McDowell behind him. Again, everybody kind of getting the good of their tires at the bottom of the race.
Noah Gragson running in the 19th spot has driven clear of Martin Truex Jr. Then it's McDowell, Harrison Burton now, putting some pressure on the Love's travel stops forward.
Couple of cars behind them. It's 3 wide into turn number 1, including a couple of teammates. Ryan Preece will do battle along with Chase Briscoe as they charge off turn 2.
Got cameras now, guys. Danny's at, there we go.
Here in the opening laps of this one.
Well, these guys are not going back in that first lap 1 of the race. They were 3-4 wide. Bubba Wallace, I think, gained like 5 spots on the start just by going to the very top of the track. So they are trying to get that track position because they know it's going to be a tough sled in the rest of the day.
Early on in this race, the big movers, Bubba Wallace has gained 9 spots, Harrison Burton 4, 3+ for Chastain, Kyle Busch and Daniel Suarez. Chase Briscoe has lost 6 spots, so has Michael McDowell.
So those are the big losers. And Cole's right. They're battling all over the racetrack. Even in the back of the pack, they're kind of spread out 3 wide back there. Daniel Hemrick makes it 3 wide, I think, for the 36th spot. So everybody going at it really hard.
All right, I'm adjusting this so you guys can see
no
more
surprise,
here.
you picked Denny Hamlin. He jumped out from
add
the
in
pole.
the driver
Cole.
cam
That
here,
car
guys.
looks pretty locked in here in the early going.
Yeah, in a track like this, it means a lot to have that clean air. I mean, being able to have that clean air, not having to work your tires harder and really heat them tires up more, it will lend a ton to the long run here and being able to really keep your car under you.
We saw that yesterday in the Xfinity race. Whoever managed to work their way through the front, whether it was pit stops or they raced up there, they were hard to root out of that spot.
Exactly. I mean, this is a track where if you get that clean air, it's going to be a huge advantage. I mean, these guys mid-pack, they're working their tires harder, they're working their brakes harder. It's just harder on the whole situation when you're back mid-pack really grinding it out.
And what about when you're in the far back? Like right now, I'm looking at Kyle Busch running in the 24th spot, Joey Logano running 26th. How messed up is the air back there?
Well, at that point, you are driving your tail off to try and make sure that you don't go a lap down, because that's about the cutoff point, that 25th spot. That's where it's about, man, you're going to be in a threat of going a lap down, so you're racing your tail off to try and get some more track position.
And here right now, it's going to be Denny Hamlin. He's been on the point. He has led every lap. He is completing lap 11 right now. The rest of the top 10, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, and Ty Gibbs next in line. Following them, Josh Berry, he lost some ground. He's dropped back to 8th after starting 2nd. Then it's Chris Buescher and Austin Cindric rounding out the top 10 here as we're very early on in the Ally 500. And Denny Hamlin right now is about to make Justin Haley's day a little bit worse. He had to serve a drive-through penalty at the start of the race. And Rob, I don't know if he can stay out in front of Denny much longer.
Well, I don't think he can, but he's certainly not going to make it easy for Hamlin to get by if he possibly can. I'm sure his spotter is telling him what line Hamlin is running. He'll run that line in order to try to keep Hamlin at bay. Just 3 car lengths now separating Haley from Hamlin.
Now we'll keep our eye on Hamlin, see if he can go ahead and get this done. He's right there about 3 car lengths, like Rob said, in the middle of 3 and 4, and Haley's hard in the gas trying to keep his car from going a lap down.
I know each team doesn't have like an equidistant ruler between cars, but they sure do look about like 10, 12 car lengths. The cars up front, it's crazy cool. They all look about the equal distance apart. It's like they find a little bit of clean air right there, and that's where they're stuck.
Yeah, and that's what's so tough is the dirty air. You know, you'll get within about 8 car lengths of somebody, and then it's like, okay, now I got to find somewhere else to run because the dirty air is messing me up. So you're always trying to find that different lane. And throughout the run here, we've already seen a few guys start moving up. I saw Ty Gibbs running in the 2nd lane there. They'll start to move around throughout this first run and really try and find some clean air.
Bubba Wallace has been picking them off here fairly methodically. He is racing now with Alex Bowman down the front stretch. This is going to be a fight for the 14th spot.
Bubba Wallace has a very good handling race car.
That's
As
just the footage
Cole
they got.
observed, he was the very top of the racetrack from the first lap of this race. Now he works the bottom side, taking that spot away from Bowman. And Pat, he's got a strong race car at the outset.
Yeah, Bowman drops back about a car length or so behind Bubba as Bubba enters turn number 3 right now. You're right, got a good-looking race car. Looks pretty fast so far.
It's camouflage, so he's kind of sneaking up on people right now. And now he'll try to sneak up on the back bumper of Austin Dillon. Dillon now running 12th with Wallace in the 13th spot.
Dillon qualifying much better than his teammate Kyle Busch, trying to maintain a position just outside the top 10, trying to find clean air. Bubba Wallace moves up to the top side and will narrow that gap.
Battle for the lead now. Christopher Bell has gotten right to the bumper of Denny Hamlin, making about 3 car lengths separate those two as Hamlin tries to work around the 51 car.
As expected, Justin Haley not making it easy at all for Denny Hamlin. Christopher Bell says, thank you very much, I'll try it. He goes way to the top. Looks like we may be 3 wide off turn number 2. It's a twofer for Christopher Bell. He'll go by Hamlin and Haley.
Wow, what a move. Bold to the outside, makes the pass, takes the lead. Christopher Bell picks up where he left off last weekend. He's going to lead here at Nashville all 4.
Well, Justin Haley just got dropped from the Christmas card list from Denny Hamlin right there. Made things tough on Denny Hamlin. Hamlin not able to bypass him, and Christopher Bell, as Rob Albright described, decided to go up and get both of them at the exit of turn number 2 a lap ago. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
Which driver are you guys going for? Don't forget to put it in chat. What?
Put it on back.
Put it on backwards. There we go. That look better? You can wear that one. Okay.
Of the Ally 400 here at Nashville Superspeedway. We're just underway. Denny Hamlin led the first 16 laps. The last 6 laps and counting have gone to Christopher Bell. You're listening to PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Good. Boom, boom. Got it on my
Dale Earnhardt. He's
stream
almost
deck
been
here.
deified. There's
Turn
a
it off.
mystique about him that's never been attached to any other driver, including your dad.
I think there's 2 things for Dale Earnhardt that make him who he is. He was that guy that's your neighbor. I don't care if you live in a mobile home. I don't care if you live in a mansion. He's that guy that was your neighbor. He's the guy that was out in his yard planting his plants. He's the guy that was out there mowing. He's the guy that was out there doing it. He's the guy that drove the truck. He's the guy that got up under the car and changed the gear. He's the guy that put on a uniform and jumped in that car and became your hero on a Sunday afternoon. And you could identify with that. He's really that last guy. And he is, in the words of Tom Wolfe, last great American hero, the book that was written about Junior Johnson. He is that last guy to a lot of people. And he was going to have that following no matter what. It moved to a different level because of what happened at Daytona. Billy Joel, only the good die young. And that's the way you remember it. So I think that moves you to a different place too.
Welcome back to Nashville Superspeedway. We're 23 laps into the Ally 400. Christopher Bell continues to lead Denny Hamlin. 5th place running Tyler Reddick has started this race with a couple of problems. While he does have a fast race car in the opening laps, he had smoke coming into the cockpit. They were not sure what it was. They checked from the outside to make sure it was nothing that was coming from the tailpipe. Well, in a way it was. It was actually a little bit of rubber buildup on the headers, and that was
Everybody don't forget to
smoke
hit
into
the
the car
thumbs up
for
on the
Tyler
screen.
Reddick. That has since burned off and dissipated. Another problem he has, on his digital dash, his lap time counter is not working. He asked his spotter, Nick Payne, to continue to read off lap times to him. That's something that he checks lap after lap, just what he's doing to run for that consistency. Right now, that's not working in his race car. Wendy Venturini, how about your end of pit road?
On this end, the only thing I've heard is negative feedback from any driver. It's nothing positive at this point, and I'll tell you who's having issues. Martin Truex Jr. running in 16th
12
said
laps
his
in to
car
stage
is
1.
still not good. He wasn't happy yesterday in practice or qualifying. He qualified 17th, still running right around there, not happy with that. Another guy having some issues, Ryan Blaney, said his car is shaking anytime he touches the brakes. The brakes are shaking the car. It's been loose off turn 4.
welcome, my friend.
The middle of the turns have been neutral. He started 18th. This is Ryan Blaney. He was able to pass a few cars, moved up to 15th, but some handling is definitely causing issues for Ryan Blaney. As for our leader, Christopher Bell, they reported to him that he was the fastest car on the racetrack, and Christopher Bell had no response. He has been very quiet, the leader of the race here at Nashville.
Thanks a lot, Wendy. Then Venturini once again watching the charge of Bubba Wallace. He has picked up 12
Wallace,
spots. He started 24th. He has
Vince
moved up to
he likes
12th.
Barry.
And Cole, you're watching him. You just said
Josh
he's a guy that
Berry.
needs some points.
Yeah, I mean, he's a man on a mission
He's
right
in the
now. He
number
was
4
4 wide
car.
on the start.
Good pick, my
He's
friend.
driving in the corner deep. He's doing everything he can right now because he's in a points position. He's got to make the playoffs, so he's fighting for all he can get right now.
Again, want to remind you, he came into this race 13 points below the cut line, now getting underneath Austin Cindric. So now move Bubba Wallace up to the 11th spot. So he was 13 points behind Joey Logano for the last spot currently to make the points on, make the playoff on points. But you look at what's happened to Bubba Wallace lately. Only one top 10 the last 9 races. That was when he finished 7th at Darlington. 5 finishes of 20th or worse with 3 DNFs. Oh yeah. Bubba
Hey guys,
Wallace
keep
needs
hitting
something
that
good to
thumbs up
happen
on the
today.
stream if you
Right
already
now,
have hit
he's
it.
tracking
Don't
down
have to
pretty
hit it again.
methodically
Just keep
Chase Elliott,
pushing it.
Pat.
Yeah,
The stream, that's the best way to support the stream. It's free.
He continues
Doesn't
to
cost
get
you
a good run
anything, and
through
it helps
the
boost
corner
the
here.
channel.
Chase Elliott's a good 10 or 12 cars out in front of him, but he's gaining on him.
Bubba right now back to start-finish line, just about 10 car lengths behind Chase Elliott. Let's check in on pit road once again with Brad Gilley.
Doug, give you a little update on our defending race winner. Ross Chastain says his car is a little bit too tight. He's running 17th right now after starting this race in 20th. He says even at half throttle, I'm too tight. What I want to do, and if I can do it, if I can break the back wheels loose, I can steer it. He's just not able to do it right now, just simply because when he turns that wheel to the left, that car still wants to go straight.
I'm watching 2 cars in the back of the pack just running each other hard. Kyle Busch and Joey Logano running 23rd, 24th. Busch just ahead of Joey. Just hard for me to picture these guys running that far deep in the pack.
Yeah, you certainly don't expect to see that. Of course, Busch has picked up 5 spots since the drop of the green. Now Logano goes to the bottom side. Kyle had just put the pass on Logano. Now Logano trying to reciprocate. So far down the back straightaway, Busch will hang on.
Can't quite get it done there, talking about Logano versus Busch. Into turn number 3, Logano will go on the high side of the racetrack. Busch down at the bottom of the racetrack, all 4.
Nice little knot of cars, but they're well back in the pack here, and that includes Austin Dillon, Martin Truex Jr., and Chastain.
Yeah, we watched them off turn number 2. Martin Truex Jr. got right to the back bumper of Blaney and kind of helped him around the car of Austin Dillon.
And they work their way down the backstretch now. Dillon right in behind the Blaney car. Martin Truex Jr. now. Whoa, Austin Dillon goes way up almost. Cuts off. Truex had to check up to not wreck right there.
Blaney's 14th. Dillon doing what he can now to hold on to the 15th spot. Had a big slide job and a block of Martin Truex Jr. in turns 3 and 4. He's back in 1.
Barry's he's in 8th spot.
When Truex had to roll out of the throttle, now Martin will go to the top side. Dillon will get him room down the back straightaway. And Pat, I think it's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, no, he's going to get that done here in a second. He just needed to be really careful after seeing
32
that
laps
Dillon's
in.
car would not hold the bottom. They're almost in the same spot they were a minute ago. This time Truex will get around him.
And what else is also a foregone conclusion, I believe, if we stay green, the way it looks now, Cole, it looks like Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin are going to start putting a lot of cars a lap down. They're almost within
they're
catching
moving out
distance of the back marker cars as they come across the start-finish line.
Yeah, and this is where Christopher Bell, he's going to start sweating it because he's going to have to start really making some passes on some lap-down cars that really aren't that much slower than him. I mean, obviously they're running in the 30s, but it's really not that much of a time difference. So it's going to be tough for him to keep the lead over Denny Hamlin here.
They said that track looks like a D, and the aerial shot you can really tell it does
Legacy
look
Motor Club.
like a
John
D,
Hunter Nemechek
D-shape.
in front of Eric Jones. Just behind Jones is Zane Smith. They are in danger now of going a lap down as Christopher Bell comes across the stripe, completes lap 35. That leaves 55 in stage 1, and he's back in turn 1.
And just a little bit, and the air will start to get dirty for race leader Christopher Bell. He's within about 15 car lengths of Zane Smith. Smith is trying to find his way around Eric Jones, so far unsuccessful in doing that.
I guarantee you they're going to race Christopher Bell awfully hard for this spot, and as Cole just said, that's probably going to bring Hamlin right into the middle of this. It's Bell right now, and he's still a good 15 car lengths of catching the back marker.
He's gaining about 5 car lengths a lap on the back marker cars, and that's Zane Smith.
Their car must
Eric
be running
Jones
good
back there,
right now for
and John
Hamlin.
Hunter Nemechek.
Zane Smith will go to the bottom of the racetrack. That forces Eric Jones up the banking. He's
I don't know why
very,
that
very
camera
high,
keeps
almost to the light
screwing
part
on
of the
that one.
gray, near the outside wall. Smith will try to clear him going down the backstretch.
Got a couple cars hitting pit road. Alex Bowman is bringing his car in. Watching again as the middle of turns 3 and 4. Those cars are really trying to stay out in front of the leader, Christopher Bell.
Let's check in now with Wendy.
Kyle Busch will be the first car to hit the stall here on pit road at Nashville Superspeedway for our first chance at green flag pit stops at lap 37. 4 tires and Sunoco fuel. He was feeling very uncomfortable with the race car. He started 27th and had not made a lot of progress at that point. Brad Gilly.
Alex Bowman had to drive all the way down to the end of pit road. He's in pit stall number 2. Blake Harris gives him a 4-tire change in Sunoco fuel. Austin Dillon, same thing. Here comes your defending race winner, Ross Chastain. He's got his Busch-like Chevy coming down to the pit road. He's going to pull it in. He'll get 4 tires and hopes to get freed up here on the racetrack. Wendy Venturini.
Austin Cindric is in for 4 tires. He said he felt pretty happy with his race car. He started off in the 10th position. Also on pit road,
Don't
Brad
forget to let us know who you
Keselowski,
guys
who's,
are rooting for.
on pit
Who do you
road.
want to
He
win
has
this
been
race?
fairly happy with his race car as well. Brad Gilly, you have more coming your way.
And as more cars come down pit road, Riley Hurst is making his way down pit road right now as we see an early pit cycle happening here at Nashville Superspeedway. I can tell you that the crew is on the wall for Ty Gibbs as well. It looks like our pole-winning driver, Denny Hamlin's
Hamlin
coming
and
in.
Barry.
Wendy Venturini, you've got the leader.
Currently, we got Christopher Bell in
comes to
second.
a stop. He's been
Ty Gibbs
very
in
quiet
first.
on the radio. The tear-off on the windshield. The front tire comes around to us exactly where we're positioned. It's 4 tires. I know they made an air pressure adjustment, Brad Gilly.
Denny Hamlin is in his box right now. He's going to get a 4-tire change and adjustment. Here
Following
comes Bubba
Denny.
Wallace,
This
who
is
was running
Denny
in the
above us
12th
here.
spot with his camouflage car. The car's crew is going around to the left side. Looks like they had a little
For
bit of trouble on
Vincent,
the right side.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to pull in
On pit road was Ryan Blaney. Chase Elliott also hit
Barry's
pit road.
car.
I know
That's
Ryan
fine, man.
Blaney was loose off of turn 4. We documented his handling issues for him. I know they made some adjustments. Also, Kyle Larson quoted as saying he was big time loose right before he hit pit road. I know they made those adjustments on pit road as well.
You just
Ty
hoping
Gibbs has
Logan
inherited
finishes
the lead.
well.
He's
He
led the
will.
last 2 laps in this
I bet he
sequence
will.
of green flag pit stops. And
We'll root
now
for him
here
for
is
you as
Ty
well,
Gibbs
man.
coming onto pit road. He brings the Interstate Batteries Toyota down to 45 miles per hour. Let's go to Brad Gillett.
Ty Gibbs says his car is just a little bit free off.
Oh,
Slides
sure.
that Interstate Batteries Toyota
So
into
we got
service
Barry's
of his
car
crew.
spooled up here, so we'll show
Tires
Barry's
going
car
on right now.
next.
They're going to pour the second can of Sunoco fuel in.
After
Also
this little
coming in on
commercial
this
they do.
pit cycle, Paul Brian Freese
Keeps
come in.
spooling.
He
I'm
got
not sure
4
why it
tires.
keeps spooling and buffering as much.
Chase Briscoe came down pit road. It's 4 tires for Chase Briscoe. Sunoco Fuel have not heard any feedback on Chase Briscoe, so we do know they made an air pressure adjustment as I watched the tire guys on that pit stop.
Everybody, don't
And we
forget,
still
hit
got a
the
lot of
like
cars
on the
that have
stream. We
decided
need
not
your
to
help.
come on pit road. Tyler
Boost the
Reddick,
stream.
William Byron, Truex just
Keeps
did,
spooling.
so he'll go there. And Cole, it seems this
Buffering.
feels a little early for these
I guess it's their camera footage.
cars to be pitting. They started pouring on in.
Times, then you pass a few guys, and it's hard for people to pass you back with how
Those for a second. I'm not sure what's happening on the footage on that. What's the radio footage? Refresh it. My bandwidth messing up? Let me stop streaming it on my phone too. Feed. Trying to get the audio footage back here. Audio. Oh, I am signed in. Why are you telling me I'm not? Like it signed me out. Got the cars are back. Get the audio footage back. It's like their website's having an issue. It's not my internet. My internet seems okay. Come on, audio. Tell me to sign back in and listen to audio again. World. Trying, guys. Sign in. I think my browser's. Let's see the task manager. Oh man, can't get it. So you do this. I think it's my browser. One car camera went off. I need a caution wall. You do? Yeah. Trying to get it going on Firefox. My Chrome's messing up. Chrome browser. I gotta love computers sometimes. I'm trying to sign in. What in the world is it doing? It just keeps bouncing around. Close this guy out and start over. Trying to get it back, guys. I'm doing my best here. It's having problems with the website. So we got the live footage of that going. That car footage. Of course, it's moving and then I put it up and it goes away. May have to kill one of the cameras. Kill that page there. If this does anything. It is struggling on it, guys. I guess it's time for a new computer. It is straining. It doesn't know what to do. Yogi, welcome, Yogi. Knocked one of the cameras off. Try to see if I can get that. Oh, let's go. Lap 63. We're on 64 now, actually. 64. That
They
stage.
are going to top him off with Sunoco race fuel. A little bit of a hiccup on the right side.
All right, we got the
Second can of
audio back
Sunoco's
now.
going in, and they're going to leave it in. Joey Logano goes on the jack, gets as much fuel in as he could.
Michael McDowell will stay out at least one more lap in that Love's Travel style.
I don't know why it keeps cutting out. I'm going to have to figure that out. Why is it doing that?
Top Ford, number 34, Robbie's in front of you.
Yeah, and he's cold miles. I'm not sure how far you fuel, but without any caution. Certainly, he's fuel, but without any caution. Fuel. He's still about a straightaway ahead of the Christopher Bell machine.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to make it around without a problem. If he does actually hit the pit road this time, he begins to slow that car down. So, yeah, it looks like he's going to make it around without a problem. If he does actually hit the pit road this time, he begins to...
Time, Pat. He slowed down a little bit, but he why to stay out way beyond just about everybody. To stay out way beyond.
Out probably 75. What you do here is really run it long, take 4 tires, and then you're going to go a lap down, but you're going to stay out at the stage break and then try and get your lap back. So it's just trying to work that strategy to take 4 tires, and then you're going to go a lap down, but you're going to stay out at the stage break and then try and get your lap back. So it's just trying to work that strategy to stay on the lead lap. They're trying to get really methodical back. So
have to just drop it to the aerial
3 laps
footage.
to go here in
I don't know
stage
why
number
it's
1.
having an
The
issue
first
with that
stage, the
one
second
page.
stage, back down to O'Reilly Auto Parts pit reporter Brad Gilly.
I can tell you that Cole Custer is thinking the exact same thing right now that Travis Peterson, the crew chief for Michael McDowell, is thinking.
Reporter Brad Gilly.
I can tell you that Cole Custer is thinking the exact same thing right now that Travis Peterson, the crew chief for Michael McDowell, is thinking. Peterson told McDowell, just keep doing what you're doing, hitting your marks. When we cycle through, we should much pressure tires.
This, by the way. Rob, I'm right now who race leader would be, and that's Chris. Race leader would be, and that's Denny Hamlin. Seems length of him.
Yeah, he does.
Length of him.
Yeah, he does.
Length of him.
Yeah, he's thinking that maybe tires going off.
Oh,
to make
Hill's
those
going
passing
crazy,
on
yeah.
that as well. And on that as
Not
well.
sure
A bit
why
more
it's doing
patient,
that,
picking a
guys.
bit more
Let's see.
patient, picking.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. No, you're right, Hamlin. No, you're right, Hamlin. It down considerably.
We're going to stop that a second. I'm sign up for another account. See if this does a trick here.
end of the and Haley came in wanted to bring the
It keeps cycling on that. Don't know why it's doing that. I do apologize, guys.
Brought his car.
Second they're gonna wait. Micah McDowell down and away. We'll see lap.
We see just behind Gilliland.
Yeah, it keeps repeating on the audio, guys. I do apologize. I'm trying to correct that. I'm not sure what's causing this. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm going to take this off screen for a second. I'm going to switch to this. I'm going to reset this here for a second. See if I can clear out what's causing this problem. I'm gonna close out some of these tabs. It's straining the computer. I think some of it is my computer straining on this. I'm not sure why. That one tab there. What tab is that? Just close that guy. See if that's it. I've only got one tab open now. Let's duplicate this. Trying to get the audio footage back here. I have to reset. And it keeps signing me out of NASCAR. I don't know why. Like I'm not even signed into the page. Let me just close it out and start over again. Yeah, there we go. We're just closing Chrome, starting over, guys. Maybe this is the trick we need to do. Do apologize. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to just reboot the computer, see if that does it. I'll be right back, okay?